Should we get rid of those parasites? No, it's definitely a yes.
On this episode of Bondi Vet.
It's okay, baby.
Kate treats a young dog that could have a serious breathing issue.
It really causes owners some stress because it looks like your dog is trying to die.
He's not in a good way. He's incredibly weak.
Chris helps a sick swan discovered in a suburban home.
This swan looks like he's close to death.
Whoa, listen to that. You can make a mistake and he can kill you.
And Tim takes a student
Oh, he's looking at you now, mate.
to a very dangerous classroom.
There's no words you can explain how scary that is.
Come on, there's your girl.
Stephanie has brought her new whippet Bob into the Bondi Veterinary Hospital, worried about his unusual breathing.
He just has these wheezing kind of episodes, so we're just a bit concerned.
All right, no worries. Take a seat with them and Dr. Kate won't be long, okay?
Okay, lovely, thank you.
Bob has been with us for 2 weeks. He's an absolute little terror, but we're hugely in love with him already.
Stephanie wants to get the 10-week-old vaccinated, but worries he isn't healthy enough.
Okay. It's all right, Bobby. It's okay.
Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I'm Dr. Kate.
Nice to meet you.
And this is Bob.
Yeah, this is little Bob.
Oh, hi Bob. Look how cute you are.
Very cute, very naughty.
So cute. Do you want to come in?
Yeah, sure.
Come on. As a general rule, we don't vaccinate dogs unless they are in pretty good shape. They can have an increased risk of an adverse vaccine event, so it's really important that we do make sure Bob is healthy. So cute. Do you feel like a new mum?
Yes, absolutely I do. This one is a terror.
Are you a little small terrorist? Are you? Captain Chaos. Oh my God, he's so soft.
No.
Is that the softest dog in Australia?
No, surprisingly soft.
So soft, Bob.
No, sweetheart. Oh, so good.
Okay, do you want to have a little play down here? You can have a little play while I talk to your mum. There you go. I've got here that he's been wheezing.
Yeah, he seems to have these episodes after high energy, and it will stop him in his tracks.
Yep. So the way that Stephanie describes it is that after eating or after drinking or at certain times, particularly when Bob's excited, is that he gets this wheeze. And he sort of stands there wheezing, catches his breath. Otherwise, he's quite well.
Yes.
Sleeping, eating, drinking?
Yes, eating all the stuff.
Okay. This can be something quite serious, like heart disease. It could be some kind of a lung disease. It could be some kind of malformation at the back of his throat. Let's have a look at you, little Bob.
Because it's Bob's first visit to the vet, Kate wants to make sure everything else is okay before diagnosing what's causing his wheezing.
Oh, don't worry, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt.
It's okay, baby.
With puppies, I always get a nurse in to hold them on that table. So my biggest fear in a consult is a little whippet, like Bob, falling off that table. I've seen it before at another vet clinic, a little dog fall off and break their leg. Beautiful teeth. Beautiful. Oh, so good. So good. So good. Ready? Like this. It's like yoga. Good job. Excellent. No, that doesn't hurt. I'm just bored, Dr. Kate. It's just boring. I've done a really good physical exam on Bob. His heart and his lungs sound lovely. He's got normal abdominal palpation and his mouth also checks out. Honestly, he's absolutely beautiful. Bob can go down for a minute. So I have a little video that I want to show you.
Happy with the 10-week-old's overall health, Kate turns to what's behind Bob's worrying wheezing.
So let's just turn our thing up.
Yeah, it's like that. That's very similar.
But see how the airway is blowing out the nose?
Yeah.
It usually lasts somewhere between about 30 seconds to about 2 minutes. So what Bob has is what we call a reverse sneeze.
Oh.
Do you know what that is?
I'm assuming it's a sneeze that goes backwards.
Yes,
Oh.
it is. Totally not dangerous at
Okay,
all.
awesome.
Right? Reverse sneezing looks absolutely shocking. It looks like your dog is trying to die. It really causes owners some stress because it does look quite severe. But dogs are not struggling to breathe. They reverse sneeze because the muscles at the back of the throat start to spasm. In some dogs, it's quite normal, and quite often they do it their entire lives. It's one of those things that often happens where there's a point of excitement.
Yeah.
So often people describe it to me when they say, for example, their dog sees the beach. That's a common one. Where as soon as they go for a walk and they see the beach and they're like, yes.
Yeah.
It can be caused by a pollen or that they're some kind of irritant. I think that Stephanie really was quite worried about Bob, and I think she's really relieved that this is really nothing to worry about. In Bob's particular case, I am very comfortable. He is a happy and a healthy pup. And in fact, we're going to give him his vaccination today. So we're going to play the chicken game, Bob, and I'm pretty sure that Bob's going to cooperate. Is this for you, Bob? I want them to have a positive experience in their first couple of times that they come, because it may be that I see these dogs for 13, 14, 15 years. There you go.
Miss Swan, look, here.
In Bob's case, it was super easy. He absolutely loves treats. So as long as Bob has snacks, he's a really happy dog. Bob and me are going to become good friends. Good job, Bobby. Oh, good job. Good job. You little reverse sneezer. I know, right? Maybe if your mum's worried, she can get it on video for me, and then she can go on the internet. Stephanie really loves him. Bob's an absolute superstar. He's going to grow up to be a super happy and healthy dog. So yeah, nice to meet you.
Lovely to meet you. Thank you so much.
No worries. See you soon. Bye, Bob.
It's a huge relief to know that he's okay, because we love him so much.
Hello, Chris speaking. Yeah. What? How do you get stuck in the soccer net? Yeah. I can get there. Can you just text me the address? That'd be great. All right, thank you. I'll see you soon. Bye. Bizarre. You know, rescue pelicans, penguins, ducks, all sorts of things. Never had to go and rescue a black swan in the middle of suburbia. Quite strange, but there you go.
Chris has been called out to a northern Sydney suburb for a wildlife emergency.
Hey Chris, how are you?
You're Shelley, right?
Yeah.
How are you?
Thanks so much for coming. Yeah, we're just a bit worried. We've got this swan that came into our back garden this morning. So the kids were really excited because they obviously wanted to pat the swan, but we realised that there was something really wrong with it because it couldn't really walk very well. The poor little thing actually got himself caught in the soccer net and got his whole head and neck caught through one of the squares.
Hey, mate.
We could actually pick him up. We actually was cuddling him this morning because he was so scared. And
All right, let's go and shine. All right.
Shelley and her family have done a great job in rescuing the swan, but my worry right now is what happened when he was stuck in that soccer net. He could have so easily damaged his neck or his wings. I want to examine them right now, but the moment I get close, it's really clear just how distressed he is.
Yeah, he's quite weak. He shouldn't really just let me do that.
yeah,
Can you
I'll
just
get you
grab that
back.
bag?
Yeah, sure.
He wants to get rid of me and leave himself there to rest, but we have to check him out and work out why he's walked into this backyard in the first place, but then why he just can't fly away.
It just really worries me that the fight goes out of him so quickly.
Yeah.
The swan's condition is deteriorating fast. Chris is worried the bird is running out of time.
His heart rate's quite slow.
Yep.
He's not in a good way. He's incredibly weak and just really struggling to even just to keep himself standing there.
He's just got some discoloration in his mouth there, so
That'll happen when he's weakened, so his own immune system isn't able to clear out the gunk in his mouth and he's more prone to infection. He's also just got a little bit of discharge coming out of his nose, so fluid coming out of his nostrils. He's got some bugs running through his feathers too, so they only really take hold when they are weakened. So this is something he's been battling for a while now.
Yeah.
This swan looks like he's close to death. The decision he made to stumble into Shelley's backyard, it was a last resort, but hopefully it saved his life. Look, I'm quite worried about him. He's actually in an incredibly bad state. For him to sit like that is a real worry. So I don't even want to wait till I get back to the clinic to treat him. I want to actually start now.
Yep.
He doesn't even look like he's got much time, to be honest. He's just getting a bit urgent. We're going to give him some fluids. I've got some saline here we're going to put underneath his skin, just as a way of rehydrating him, and hopefully that'll give him a little bit of a boost. But more importantly than that, we're trying to buy some time, because in this state, he's no chance.
We were quite surprised because we've never seen, obviously, a swan in our back garden. I mean, there's lots of swans at Lane Cove National Park, which is kind of close. We thought it might have flown in from there, but because it was so injured, we were really worried how it actually got here in the first place.
The most likely thing happening here is that he, just through absolute exhaustion, through not being able to find enough food, at this time of year where it's breeding season and a lot of swans are getting quite territorial, he's had to shift around and he just hasn't been able to find a home. His final, last desperate act was just to go searching for somewhere else to live and somewhere else to eat. And that's where he's found you.
The fluid has bought the bird some valuable time. But now Chris needs to determine what's making the swan so ill.
Let's just check out his neck. Just with their long neck, they are prone to neck injuries, but he seems to be moving his neck okay. Both wings can actually operate quite well, but right now, there's just no way that he has the energy to flap those wings enough to get off the ground.
Yeah.
So out in the wild, in this condition, he just wouldn't be able to survive. I mean, a dog would attack him or he just wouldn't be able to feed himself and would die as a result of that. But this is really his last chance now. He is quite skinny. When I feel along his breast muscle there's not much of it there. And even his legs are really skinny. What's really strange about his feet is that for a bird that is so incredibly good at flying, he's worn away the skin on his feet, so he's been walking around a lot. And that's a pretty desperate act for a bird when you can fly while you walk. This poor guy is in a terribly weak state. My hope is he doesn't have any internal injuries. The fluids I've given him will certainly help, but he needs further treatment if he's got any chances of surviving. The plan now would be to get him back to the clinic as soon as we can and really check him out and see if there's no other problems going on there and get him some food, really start to rebuild his energy because he needs it. Can I have a hand, mate?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
So what we got?
Neil, meet Wayne.
Wayne?
Neil.
At the Bondi clinic, Chris has arrived with the critically ill swan.
So, he's just very weak.
Before treating the swan, Chris has decided his new patient needs a name.
We've decided to call him Wayne, as in Wayne Swan, Australian Deputy Prime Minister and Treasurer. We just got a little bit political. Good way to guarantee that Wayne only has half the people around here like him.
Whoop. Straight away. Whoa, really smelly.
So, no obvious injuries, wings are intact, neck's fine, but just very weak, a bit uncoordinated as well.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the wobbliness is more to do with the fact he's just very low in energy and just stumbling around.
Yeah.
But I just want to check out his belly, just make sure there's no foreign bodies, no hooks, no sinkers.
An X-ray will confirm if Wayne has any internal injuries.
X-ray. Right, straight away we can tell there are no metal objects sitting in the stomach or the digestive system. They'd be really glowing a really bright white. The really obvious thing to me is just how skinny he is. There's no grey areas of muscle. It's just either bone or it's feathers or it's air, and there's really nothing else. It's been a long time between meals for Wayne, and he's just really struggling, obviously, to make do with what he has, and what he has is very little.
If
he had botulism, he shouldn't really be able to constrict his pupil here.
Chris has a suspicion about what's causing Wayne's severe condition.
Probably the most worrying thing about Wayne right now is that muscle weakness and that lack of coordination that he has. To me, it looks a lot like botulism. Now, botulism is a toxin that attacks the nervous system. The only way to manage it in a bird like Wayne is to give him plenty of rest, plenty of food and plenty of care, really 24 hours a day, for as long as it takes for him to get over that toxin. There's a really slight reaction there. If it is botulism, I think it's in its very early stages or very mild form, just because he still is able to support his neck most of the time. Look, I think supportive treatment with fluids and nutrition is probably going to be the answer. To give you an idea just how skinny he is, if you have a look at this wing here, really it's just being held together by this bone here. There's no fat, there's no muscle that is bulking it out. It's just skin, a bone, and a few feathers. So we're essentially giving him chook pellets. So the thing about chook food is it's incredibly high in protein and energy and also vitamins and minerals. Wayne is on the brink of absolute exhaustion, so he's going to need a bit of a hand. That hand is going to be mine. Wayne, that's where my long fingers become very, very handy. Don't shake your head. Getting that food into him and keeping it down isn't as simple as it seems. How's the finger? Taste all right? The worry you always have with these birds with the very long necks is that they've got a great regurgitation reflex. If he's not liking the food or if it's just too stressful for him to handle, as quickly as it goes down, he'll just bring it straight back up. So each time I feed him, I'm just really keen to keep his head nice and high. You all right? All good? A little napkin for that?
It's been a huge day for Wayne, but it's not over yet. Chris now needs to clear the Swan of the lice attacking his body.
Should we get rid of those parasites? No? No, I would say yes. It's a yes. No, it's definitely a yes. Be unlike a politician to lie, I know, but in this situation, it should be a yes. Parasites?
It's crawling on me.
Yeah, I know.
How big is it?
No.
Wayne's decided to share the parasite love with new best friend Neil.
No, it's not head lice, but it's a feather louse. So.
Squish it!
Did you get it? Yeah. That's what you had in here. Ooh, it looks like it's been pregnant. You may have eggs in there now.
Don't.
They hatch pretty quickly.
Straight to the barber's, shave my head.
After worming Wayne, Chris begins the final stage in the Swan's treatment.
The lice you can see on Wayne are really a sign that his own immune system just hasn't been coping, because he should be able to get rid of those himself. But with this spray, we'll be able to get rid of the ones that are on him right now, and hopefully, once he gets some food into him, he'll be able to take care of the rest. Hey mate, this should ease the stress, Wayne. It really should.
Oh, did that get me?
Oh, strong enough. Poor Neil, you got to feel for him. I mean, the lice are one thing, but then for Wayne to poo on him, it's really stretching the friendship. That's one vote that Wayne's lost there. Wayne, you wouldn't get away with that in Parliament House. Why'd you do it here? We've done everything we can now to help Wayne, but the fact is he's so incredibly weak, he can't even flap his wings, so he's got no chance right now of being returned to the wild. What he needs is a lot of rest and a lot of care, so he's going to go off to wires. He's going to need a lot more time just doing that. Plenty of food, plenty of fluids. Without those parasites trying to suck the energy out of him, then he's a much better chance now of actually making a full recovery. And someone's about to come and collect you and take good care of you, huh? Sound all right? All the food you want, all the drink you want. It's like an all expenses paid junket. I know you get those in politics.
Chris is confident Wayne is now in a stable enough condition to be handed over to rescue organisation Wires.
Hey guys, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you. All right, so it's time to meet Wayne.
Volunteers Katrina and Justin will be Wayne's new foster family.
Oh, it's a young one. Oh, hello, Wayne.
Right now, what Wayne needs is rest, he needs food, but also he needs 24-hour care if he's going to be any chance of getting through this. So he's had some fluids, he's had an x-ray which was clear, I've treated him for his parasites and also wormed him. So he's all yours.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
But look, the one thing we've really noticed is just how incredibly weak he is.
Yes,
so.
they are usually very aggressive. He would be up on his feet now and want to have
a bit of a go at us.
Yeah. So look, if you could take him in and
definitely.
give him all the nutrition he needs and let him rest up, then that'd be fantastic.
Very flat. Yeah. We've got some swans at home, so he'll have lots of company.
Wayne now gets to swan off to 5-star accommodation for swans with Justin and Katrina. From there, he's going to get his strength back, and then and only then, Wayne, will he go looking for love. They're the doctor's instructions. Don't go looking for love unless you're ready, Wayne. It's going to take all your strength.
Today is Lucas's big day. My little boy is getting castrated. And for most dogs, this is a fairly routine procedure. But for Lucas, he's got a rare condition called cryptorchidism, which basically means that his testes are missing. They haven't dropped down. Now, if we don't go in there and find them, he's got a 10 times greater chance of developing cancer. And that's pretty scary. It's quite pathetic because I lose all sense of being a vet. I become a neurotic mother and I've been worrying all night about him having the surgery today.
Look, wanna go walkies?
For them to be in pain or go through any risky procedures just freaks me out.
Come on.
I'm a mess.
Is he being braver than you are?
I'm pathetic.
Good boy, good boy.
Surgeon Andrew Marchevsky has the unenviable job of operating on his colleague's beloved dog.
He's got nothing.
There's nothing.
No. The problem is when they're, as you know, when they don't come down, they stay really small.
Yeah.
And they're really hard to find.
Yeah.
And his were never going to be big in the first place.
Lisa does have another concern. It's just a little bit embarrassing.
I have this worry that maybe he could be a pseudo-hermaphrodite. Now,
Hermaphrodites have the reproductive organs of both males and females.
I'll tell you the reasoning for this.
Right.
Male dogs in the park have been having relations with him. Could it be possible that he's releasing some female hormones?
Well, I guess it's possible.
So maybe when you're in there, if you want to just have a look for some ovarian-looking tissues.
You're right. Maybe he's been enjoying the attention.
Poor Lucas, you're just a special little boy.
I have to castrate and love him. Don't hurt him. I'll do my very best.
We're all right. I'm not going to cry.
Well, it's a lot more risky than if it was just a straightforward castration because we might have to open him right up. And I think I've just caught sight of it here somewhere. I've got the first one, so that's a good start. We'll just get it tied off. Got to be a little careful because there's a couple of little vessels around here that if you nick them, they can bleed quite a lot, and I don't think that'd please Mrs. High Maintenance out there. I can't find the second one. It's hiding from me. So it's making my life a little bit more difficult. I'm going to have a late lunch. I found it. Is it there? It's there. It's sitting just near the bladder. So it sort of got 3/4 of the way that it should have got and stopped. Ran out of puff. Good news for Dr. Chimes. I can confirm there are no girly bits, so Lucas is definitely a boy. It's a boy.
It's a boy!
It's a boy.
He's a boy now.
So Lucas is not an hermaphrodite. That's the good news. The bad news? he's not allowed home tonight.
Oh, yeah, right.
He's staying overnight.
No, I'll be taking that
He's
trip
staying
pump
overnight.
home. That pump will come home.
Staying overnight.
Can I see him?
Yeah. You can see him.
Okay.
Come on.
Oh, little Lukey. Oh, baby boy. I feel like I'm an owner. It's really bizarre being the one getting all emotional, saying goodnight. Complete role reversal for me.
He's a sleepy boy.
I've been putting this off for so long and I'm just so happy that it's over and I can now look forward and he can recover and it's all in the past. Got a present for you. They're quite big. They're not bad. Lucas. Excellent. I can prove to everyone that he is a boy.
Where's that dog on television?
Lucas has recovered quickly from his delicate operation and is back home with Lisa and Nelson watching his favourite TV show.
These boys, they're my life. They're my children. I would do anything for them.
Hey, Tim.
Hey, mate, what do we got?
I've got a bit of roux for us.
Roux.
And you got a bit of chalk.
Beautiful.
Bits of everything.
At the Australian Reptile Park, a masterclass in survival is about to begin for a rookie keeper.
Maybe leave one for one of the long poles, a chook.
Operations manager Tim Faulkner is teaching new boy Kyle to train one of their deadly predators.
These are tools of the trade. This is everything you need before you have a training session with a crocodile. Elvis has history. He was a problem crocodile in Darwin Harbour. He was a problem croc because 5 metre croc attacking fishing boats. So he ended up here. That'll be good, mate.
I know, they'll crunch up. They sound awesome.
Elvis thinks with his belly, so we want him to attack, we want him to kill, we want him to think that he is master of this area. And we do that by moving him around and giving him a piece of food when he does the right thing.
The master's apprentice is justifiably nervous.
Tim's been doing it for a long time and it's good to get the experience from the head guy. And on top of that, one day in the future, I can go in there and be able to feed him for myself. If anyone says they're not scared of him, they're in the wrong place, man. He scares anyone out here.
You ready? There he is, mate. He's looking at you. He's ready. Hey, Elvis. We're coming, mate. There's a real chance in Elvis's yard that you can make a mistake and he can kill you.
Oh, that's scary.
How dangerous is a 5 metre saltwater croc? Deadly. That's all there is to it. Deadly. It's scary. Sometimes I have to go to the toilet before I go in here. When he comes up, he's going to get set. Yep. Okay, and then we're going to try and get him to ambush. Back a little bit, mate.
Oh, that's scary. Look at him. Oh, his tail going. Oh. Oh. Up he come. Up, Elvis. Now, we want him up, mate. We want him up high. Higher than that. Oh, listen to that. That jaw slap sends shivers down your spine. The strength in that. You just imagine it's your leg or your hand. Oh, down the hatch. There's no words you can explain how scary that is. This is where we get him to jump. So in the wild, this would be for fruit bats. Natural behaviour would be knocking fruit bats and birds out of trees, and he's snatching it from a low branch. He's looking at me. Elvis, watch the chicken, mate. The chicken. You keep your eye on the chicken, buddy. The chicken, not at me. He's looking straight at you, Tim. The chicken. Oh, that's scary. There's always that chance that he could launch in and grab you. He can be quite quick or even quite docile, but you can never take that chance. Try to get him jump again. Up you come, big boy. Up you come. Up, up. Oh. Good boy, Elvis. Higher. That's it. Good boy. Good boy, Elvis. Good boy, mate. That's a good boy. Yeah, you want to have a go? Yeah, I'll give it a go. Okay.
It's now crunch time for Kyle, but will he pass his initiation?
Working in the zoo industry, it has its dangers and has its fun as well, but this just puts it in a whole new level. It's the most scariest feeling in the whole world. Come, big boy.
This is Kyle, Elvis.
Bring him out.
Let's go.
Come on, Elvis. Oh, come, big boy.
He'll be terrified. I know what it's like. Kyle's a good keeper, but it's nerve-wracking because you're not just thinking about, is the croc going to eat? It's about, where's Kyle standing? What's he going to do when the croc comes out? What's he going to do if the croc on this particular day is crankier than normal?
Come on.
Like, a little bit higher. Don't let him snatch it. That's it. Yep, let him see it. Between his eyes a little bit more, mate. That's it.
Maybe.
Higher, higher, higher. Okay, get it back off him.
Oh, buddy. Open. He's cheeky as. Come on, buddy.
Oh, he's looking at you now, mate. You had a Mexican standoff, mate.
Oh.
Just be patient.
He just wants to hold on to him.
That's all right, he's got to swallow it.
Elvis is pulling Kyle closer and closer. One quick yank and this rookie keeper will be in serious trouble.
He's testing you for your first go.
He is, he's holding on.
He's got ya.
You're taking me down, are ya? Come on, big boy.
Just hold it. He's got to come up. That's it. Try and keep it loose. Try and keep it loose on it. That's it. Yep. Give it a couple of yanks, Kyle. Let him know you got it.
Come on, buddy. He's a cheeky boy. You swallow your chook, buddy? Come on, swallow it down the hatch.
He's got ya.
Cheeky ass, all that.
Well done, mate. That was good. That was a good jump. That's what you want.
Getting to sort of launch up. Like, he's still holding on to it.
How's that?
Scary, yeah. First jump ever. That was... Whew, even though...
He's close, isn't he?
Yeah, you don't realise that you're only like a metre away from him and oh my God, that's scary out
He's good, yeah. Oh, you did well, mate. That was good.
If anyone says they're not scared getting in this yard, that's not true. Whew, very terrifying. It's like the most scariest feeling in the whole world. It really is. And he's still just eyeing me off. He's sitting over there, his head up, holding onto that chook, just... He wants me to go back over, no way.
Elvis is happy. He's worked hard for his food and he's got a new toy to play with, Kyle.
He wants me. But I tell you what, I think I got taught.
I'm Dr. Kate Adams and welcome to Bondi Pet, a new destination for pet health and well-being. Our site is filled with everything to fulfill your pet's needs so that you can make healthy choices for your pets.